Welcome to today's important topic, the top 8 foods for women over 50. As we age, our bodies go through some dramatic and unwanted changes. And no one knows this better than women over the age of 50, or those who have reached menopause. It turns out that some very specific nutrients are extremely in need to counteract the negative effects of menopause and other aging symptoms for older females. So, what are these nutrients, and in which foods can they be found? Well, let's not waste any time. These are the top 8 foods for women over 50. First, let's explain which important nutrients become vital to the aging female body, starting with calcium. This bone-strengthening mineral is vital for reducing the risk of osteoporosis. Doctors recommend that women over 50 consume about 1,200 milligrams of calcium daily. Vitamin B12. Though you won't need much, it is still critical to be mindful of your B12 intake, because your body has increasing difficulty in absorbing this vitamin as you age. Vitamin B12 is essential for nerve function, as well as the production of DNA and red blood cells. Doctors suggest aiming for around 2.4 micrograms per day. Vitamin D. This sunshine vitamin can be received just by catching some rays. However, studies still show that most US adults do not receive adequate amounts of vitamin D. This vitamin works with calcium to strengthen your bones, and it also supports your immune system. Doctors recommend getting about 15 to 20 micrograms per day. Vitamin K. This is yet another vitamin that is vitally important for maintaining bone strength. It is also needed for blood clotting. Doctors recommend that adult women consume about 90 micrograms daily. Beta-carotene. This carotenoid antioxidant gets converted into vitamin A once consumed, and that aids eye health and can reduce your risk of age-related macular degeneration. Doctors recommend adults consume up to 15 milligrams of beta-carotene daily. Fiber. Fiber is important for everyone at any age, but it's especially important for the digestive health, cholesterol management, and blood sugar control of women over 50. Females 50 and over should aim for 21 grams of fiber per day. Omega-3 fats. Yes, you need healthy fat, especially as you age. Omega-3s aid cardiovascular health and brain function. They are also critical for reducing chronic inflammation. Doctors recommend getting about 1.1 grams daily. Magnesium. Here's an important mineral that supports your muscle function as well as your bone health. It also works to regulate your blood pressure. Doctors declare that women over 50 consume about 320 milligrams per day. Iron. It is true that the female body requires less iron after menopause. However, it is still important for preventing anemia, especially as you age. Doctors recommend receiving 8 milligrams of iron daily. Potassium. This essential mineral is a crucial component of blood pressure regulation. It also helps to reduce the risk of stroke. Doctors say to go for about 2.6 grams per day. So those are the general nutrients to be mindful of receiving, especially if you are female and over the age of 50. Now you're probably wondering, which foods should you consume to get these vital nutrients? Well, it's time to reveal the 8 foods women over 50 should eat regularly. Let's start in the ocean with sardines. These oily fish and other fatty fish, including salmon, tuna, and mackerel, will give you those essential omega-3 fatty acids, and specifically the omega-3 fats EPA and DHA, which have been shown to reduce triglycerides, lower blood pressure, and increase artery-cleansing HDL cholesterol. That's a main reason why regular consumption of sardines is linked to improved cardiovascular health, a critical concern for women over 50. Omega-3s are also vital for reducing the risk of cognitive decline and Alzheimer's disease. Plus, sardines are also a good source of bone-strengthening calcium and vitamin D. That's especially important for postmenopausal women, as they are at an increased risk of osteoporosis. Sardines also give you vitamin B12 to aid your nerve function, and the lean protein within fatty fish is critical for building muscle and for slowing digestion, two very important aspects of proper blood sugar control. Studies further suggest that regularly eating sardines can help to ward off certain forms of cancer, including endometrial cancer. And importantly, for women over 50, research has also found that a sardine-enriched diet can reduce the risk of metabolic disorders, including diabetes. Now let's get back on dry land for more lean protein with chicken and eggs. Which came first? It doesn't really matter, as both chicken and eggs are excellent sources of diabetes-fighting protein. Lean protein is also a healthful tool for reducing your hunger, thus aiding your weight management. Between chicken and eggs, you'll receive omega-3 fatty acids, along with other important nutrients like vitamin D, vitamin B12, choline, selenium, and zinc. A recent study even found that women who consumed chicken as their primary protein source experienced significant weight loss and reductions in artery-clogging LDL cholesterol. Other studies show that eggs can help postmenopausal women to increase their capacity of HDL cholesterol, which is critical for reducing the risk of cardiovascular disease. What carb-heavy food actually works to reduce your blood pressure? That's coming up next. First, these ones are very good for your aging body. Raspberries and blueberries. Berries contain essential anti-aging nutrients, including potassium, folate, and vitamin K. They are also a great source of vitamin C, which aids immunity while helping to slow digestion. Of course, berries also give you fiber, which is critical for maintaining good glucose regulation. Plus, you'll receive the essential trace mineral manganese, which aids brain health, neutralizes free radical damage, aids collagen production and wound healing, improves metabolism efficiency, and it benefits joint health while reducing the risk of arthritis. Meanwhile, raspberries and blueberries are great for giving you anthocyanins, antioxidants that aid weight management, eye health, and your cardiovascular system. Anthocyanins also help to reduce inflammation, blood pressure, and LDL cholesterol levels while protecting brain cells from oxidative stress. In fact, research has even shown that blueberries can enhance memory and mental processing speed. A recent study even found that regularly eating blueberries may help to create over a 2-year delay in mental aging for older adults. Are you finding this video helpful? Please give us a thumbs up by hitting the like button. And we want to hear your thoughts about fighting back against diabetes and aging. How do you do it? Comment below to let us know. Can you guess the sweet treat that can keep your skin looking healthy and young? That's just ahead. But next, let's take a quick look at sweet potatoes. These low GI, low starch potatoes have been found to aid eye health, especially for older adults. That's because they are rich in beta-carotene, which gets converted into vitamin A inside your body. In fact, studies suggest that getting enough beta-carotene may reduce your risk of macular degeneration by up to 35%. Plus, these potatoes give you a good amount of dietary fiber to help prevent constipation, reduce cholesterol levels, and support your heart health. Sweet potatoes are also a great place to get your potassium, which helps to balance sodium levels in your body. In turn, that works to regulate your blood pressure, a major benefit for women over 50 who are at an increased risk of hypertension and cardiovascular issues. And let's not forget about the anti-inflammatory compounds within sweet potatoes, including anthocyanins, which can work to reduce age-related inflammatory conditions like heart disease and arthritis. Now, let's give your aging body some sweet love with watermelon. This famously delicious fruit may taste sweet, but it's still low in calories. And did you know? Over 90% of watermelon is water, making it an excellent food to keep you hydrated, an absolute must for women over 50. Meanwhile, like other refreshing fruits, watermelon gives you a wealth of diabetes-fighting micronutrients, including vitamin A, vitamin C, calcium, and potassium. In fact, thanks to its calcium and potassium, doctors recommend watermelon for those at risk of bone-damaging osteoporosis. Its vitamin A can aid your eye health, and its vitamin C can strengthen your immune system, as well as your collagen production. thereby helping to protect your skin from sagging. Plus, eating watermelon is a wonderful way to get your daily dose of lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that can help to combat age-related oxidative stress. Studies also suggest that lycopene may help to reduce blood pressure. Stay tuned for a breakfast classic that can keep your bones strong as you age. Next, it's okay to get some grains with oats and quinoa. Though doctors say to get less processed grains, especially as you age, you still need complex carbohydrates, so go for whole grains like oats and quinoa. Because they supply whole grain, they gift you soluble fiber, especially beta-glucan, which can help reduce your cholesterol levels. This form of fiber also helps to slow digestion and the absorption of carbohydrates into your bloodstream, a huge positive for women over 50 who are at risk of type 2 diabetes. Oats and quinoa also come loaded with powerful antioxidant minerals, including iron, magnesium, manganese, phosphorus, and potassium, which aid your energy production and bone density, plus other antioxidants like quercetin and camphorol, which fight against age-related inflammation and oxidative stress. Can you guess our favorite diabetes-fighting, age-slowing ingredient for women over 50? Today's top choice is coming up next. Now, there's no reason not to eat more: Greek yogurt. This high-protein, low-sugar, creamy meal addition is great for slowing your digestion and balancing your post-meal blood sugar. It also helps you maintain your muscle mass, a major benefit for women over 50. The combination of low sugar and high protein also aids your satiety, which can help you avoid weight gain, especially as you age. Plus, Greek yogurt is an excellent source of calcium, and it is also often fortified with vitamin D. That means this type of yogurt can aid your bone health and reduce your risk of osteoporosis. But hold on, there's more. Greek yogurt also gives you important B vitamins, especially vitamin B12. This antioxidant is essential for energy production, as well as brain health. And as you age, your absorption of B12 can decrease, so it's important to seek out this vital nutrient via your diabetes-fighting diet. Last but not least, if you are female and over the age of 50, you will definitely want to eat more herbs and spices: garlic, rosemary, sage, and thyme. We all want more time, so you should eat more thyme, as well as other beneficial herbs and spices, including garlic, rosemary, and sage. They supply a comprehensive catalog of antioxidants, including vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin K, calcium, magnesium, and iron, among others. These antioxidants do everything from aiding your vision, to protecting your cardiovascular health, to supporting your skin health and reducing the appearance of wrinkles, to reducing your risk of osteoporosis. Rosemary specifically contains rosmarinic acid and carnosol, which can protect your cells from oxidative stress. And studies show that rosemary's bioactive compounds can also work to improve blood circulation and digestion. The anti-inflammatory properties of thyme have been shown to soothe inflamed respiratory passages, thereby aiding your breathing and reducing the symptoms of issues like asthma and chronic bronchitis. Sage has been suggested to improve memory, attention, and overall brain function. And its bioactive compounds may also work to relieve symptoms of menopause, like hot flashes and night sweats. And garlic is famous for its antimicrobial properties, which can aid your immunity. It has also been shown to help lower blood pressure and cholesterol levels. So, to manage a wide range of age-related issues, especially if you are female, you should include a pinch of powerful herbs and spices like garlic, rosemary, sage, and thyme to make the most of your precious time.